WZTO, no time off. Sports Talk Live from the ranch here on location at Chester High. I have two world champions here with me. Can you introduce yourself to the people?
Barnett, play defensive end for Philadelphia Eagles from Tennessee.
Nate Sudfeld, play quarterback for the Eagles, went to Indiana University.
Okay. And you, Derek, recovered the biggest football in Philadelphia history in the Super Bowl off the strip sack. Tremendous play. One thing I want to ask you is, we're out here with the youth today, and first I want to thank you for volunteering your time to come out here and give back to the community. It's a beautiful thing, working with the youth and kids of the day. But what advice can you give to young athletes coming up today, looking just to play ball or any sport and going to college and then maybe even becoming professional out there? What's the number one thing advice you can give them?
Thanks for having us, and thank you to Nelly for throwing this camp, and thanks for all the kids that came out. But the biggest advice I'd give to young kids out there who want to take it to the next level is, first you got to stay in school and make sure your grades are on point, because you can't go nowhere, can't do anything in life if your grades aren't first and foremost in your life.
Yeah, it's a great point. And again, thanks also, like Derek said. And just to echo what Derek said is the grades are really important. You have to start getting good habits at a young age, which is going to class, doing your homework. Because my mom growing up wouldn't let me practice if I didn't have my homework done. So
exactly.
I knew if I wanted to play ball, I had to get my homework done quick. So that really helped me instill that work ethic. So then the better I did in school, the better I found I did in sports.
Okay, definitely. And can you express, because a lot of times we're getting kids involved in athletics as a way to bolster their academic piece of it.
Yeah.
And can you tell how athletics helps you with your school and focus along those things coming up?
Like Nate said, it's building good habits. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want to go to class, but you got to wake up. Sometimes you don't want to do your homework. You got to wake up. Same thing with football or any sport you're doing. You may be tired one day, but if you keep doing it every day over and over, you build great habits and you build great character, and you're working with a group of guys, and you're doing it as a team. So it's not just one person individually. You're working as a group, and you're getting the whole job done, and everybody's putting effort into it.
It's a great point. And the number one thing I think you learn from sports with academics is discipline. And, you know, we don't always wake up and say, oh, I can't wait to practice today.
Okay,
no, our bodies
exactly.
are tired. Like, we don't want to do it, but we're disciplined in what we do. And we know that even if we don't want to do it today, it's going to pay dividends down the road when we're playing in the Super Bowl. And Derek's got to come up with a big strip sack recovery. And that's because he was disciplined every day, did his work every day, added the days together, and was able to make the play when the time mattered. But discipline is really, really important.
Can you explain, because you guys went to big-time universities, and how athletics and sports help you develop relationships with a lot of different people? The one thing that was said about this Eagles World Championship team was the camaraderie. Mm-hmm. You guys went through a lot of adversity with injuries, but you guys still came together and were able to accomplish goals. Can you speak on how playing sports and athletics allows you to be able to communicate and relate with a whole lot of different individuals from different backgrounds to come together and work together to get a common goal today? In academics today, a lot of things just talk about collaborative learning, and I don't think any more collaborative than playing sports and learning. Can you guys speak on that?
I mean, that's a really important point that you made, and that's honestly one of my favorite parts about football is, I mean, we're all on the team, 53 different guys from different backgrounds, different states, you know, different upbringings, and we're all coming together for a common goal, working together, getting to know people. And one of the best parts of football is the relationships. I mean, Nelly, for example, is one of the receivers, and if he's out there and I throw the ball a little low, he's going to be like, hey, Nate, listen, I need the ball here. And if he's a little bit deep on a route, I'll be like, hey, listen, if you go a little shorter, I'll put it right on you. You know, that communication has been good. And then from a young age, you're just dealing with people, understanding, you know, where they come from, and, you know, being empathetic to how they were raised, and they understand how you were raised. And that's really been beneficial. And I think the reason we were so good is, like you said, our locker room was so special. Guys cared about each other off the field as well as on the field. So we knew people had our back when the whistles blew. We were like, that guy's got my back, I got his back. So it was special.
Absolutely, like when Nate said, relationships is everything. Like just as today, Nelly threw a camp here in Philly, and I didn't know Nelly in college. I met him when I first came up to Philly.
Okay.
And now I get to help him out with his camp and stuff. So I'm getting to come out and help the community And thank you to Nelly for doing this.
Oh, definitely. Jonathan, you had a question?
You can touch on how pretty much like how y'all football season this year was the same almost like your life, like with bumps and how things happen and you give up. Like some people, like a lot of things why people can't do so good when two things happen, two roadblocks, they give up. Like even with all the injuries y'all had, and then also with even in the Super Bowl, on our radio show we said that I gave y'all the win, but I said that y'all got to get with that penetration. The other 5 guys y'all got to get to Brady, but you weren't able to get to Brady all night, and y'all could have easily you could have not had that motor that you had for that play, and that play would have changed the whole game outcome of the game. Like, how was you able to still pull that motor out at the end of the game, even though you couldn't get to him all night?
Just like we talked about earlier, practicing and good habits. You keep working at it. We knew what the game plan going in. We knew who we were playing against. We knew they were good. We knew he was good, and his resume speaks for himself. So we knew if we didn't get to him in the first, second, third, there's also a fourth quarter. So we just had to keep on chopping away, and we kept doing so. And everybody stayed on the same page. Everybody was positive. Nobody got down. Yeah. And Brandon Graham came up with probably the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, like you said, the adversity we faced all season, we're able to stick together. Our coaches did a good job of, keeping that bond tight in the room and making sure it was a next man up mentality. I mean, Carson Wentz should have probably won the MVP, but he had an injury. Then Nick Foles comes in and does a phenomenal job and helps us win the Super Bowl. And it was down the line. I mean, Jordan Hicks, our linebacker, got hurt. Jason Peters got hurt. Chris Maragos, Darren Sproles, down the list, and we just kept overcoming it. We kept overcoming it, and the guys who got hurt kept great attitudes and helped us going too. So that really helped us get over the hump and say it doesn't matter. We can control only what we can control, and we didn't try to control out external factors. So we were able to do that and tighten up and get it right.
Oh, cool. Well, I want to thank you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You volunteer out on a Saturday. I know you guys are busy and got things to do. I just want to say thank you for Nelson and you guys coming out, giving back to the youth, and good luck the rest of the year and next year and the season. And hope to see you guys out here again to help out. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.